Now, what is a multiplicative inverse? Put simply, a multiplicative inverse is the number you would multiply with a number so as to go back to where you started. I will illustrate it in this way. You want to undo the multiplication, right? 5 times 4 gives you 20. You want to go back to 5. Multiplication is like tying a shoe. Using a multiplicative inverse is like untying the shoe. So you're taking the equation back to the way it was at the beginning. And that is when you need a multiplicative inverse to walk back from the results to the question. Now, when do you need to use a multiplicative inverse? You would need it in a situation where you're given the product and you're told to find the question. For example, you're told, what will you multiply by 4 to give you 20? To find the answer, you need to use the multiplicative inverse of 4. Multiply 20 with the multiplicative inverse of 4 and you get to the answer, to 5. Let's say, for example, you're told to find the result of a percentage increase. A store increased the price of its product by so and so percent, and the new price is 20 US dollars. Find the original price. To do this, you need to undo the effects of the percentage increase. And to do so, you need to multiply 20 with a multiplicative inverse of the percentage increase. Now, how do you do so? The first thing you do is to find the reciprocal of the number. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times what will give you 5? 20 times the reciprocal of 4 will give you 5. Now, the reciprocal of a number simply means you turn the number upside down, okay? For example, the reciprocal of 7 over 8 is 8 over 7, all right? You turn the number upside down. The reciprocal of 7 over 8 is 8 over 7. The second method is to do 1 divided by the number. And actually, this is the same as reciprocal because the reciprocal of a number is the number you multiply by another number to give you 1. 7 over 8, 1 divided by 7 over 8 is the same thing as 8 over 7. So let's say you're saying 5 times 4 equals to 20. 20 times what will give you 5? You're going to have to find 1 divided by the number. So 20 times what will give you 5? 20 times 1 divided by 4 will give you 5, right? So now you are working with the multiplicative inverse of 4. Thirdly, you can find the multiplicative inverse by looking for what you will multiply to get 1. What will you multiply with a number to get 1? Now, this is the same thing as finding the reciprocal of a number or 1 divided by a number, because 1 divided by a number is the number you multiply with that number to get 1. 4 times 1 divided by 4 gives you 1. 7 over 8 times 8 over 7 gives you 1. So basically, that's just it. So let's say you say 5 times 4 equals to 20. What will you multiply by 20 to get you back to 5? You're going to multiply 20 with 1 over 4 to get you back to 5. And if you see, when you multiply 1 over 4 with 4, you're going to get 1, right? You're going to get 1. When you multiply 7 over 4 by 4 over 7, you're going to get 1, because these are multiplicative inverses of one another. So, in review, a multiplicative inverse is the number you will multiply with the product to get you back to the multiplier or the multiplicand. And you're going to use it when you're working from the product to the question. What if you multiply by 8 to get you 10? You multiply 10 by the multiplicative inverse of 8 and you get the answer you multiply by 8 to get you 10. If so and so increased by so and so percent and this is the new price, find the old price. You use the multiplicative inverse. So I hope you get this.